So my name is Max, originally from Austria. I live here in Paris since roughly 9 months now, so I moved to Paris for DOGAMÍ. I'm co-founder and CEO, so I mostly take care of business strategy, fundraising and legal things. But right now I'm also taking care of the game development. So I have a business background. I used to be a strategy consultant at BCG out of Munich. I did that for roughly 3 years, and I was mostly working in corporate finance and strategy and tech. I think we were quite inspired by the early successes of Sora and Axie Infinity, but also Zrun. And we felt that there could be an opportunity at the intersection of like NFTs and dogs and gaming. And after Bilal called me up and asked me, so Bilal is the co-founder, asked me what I want to do this, I said yes immediately. Because I feel that the value proposition of NFTs and blockchain in gaming is super compelling. NFTs in gaming are really a match made in heaven. I mean, whoever has ever played games knows that digital assets hold value in games. So when you, for example, have grinded 10,000 hours in World of Warcraft and you grind 8 hours in a dungeon, and then at the end of the dungeon you can open the loot box, it feels amazing. And in fact, people trade those items for real money. So they do have value because it gives you bragging rights, it might give you an advantage in the game. And so I think having in-game assets as as digital assets, like NFTs, makes just a lot of sense. I think it's the best part about it, to be honest, because I think what we're doing right now is really innovative. And there's no real playbook in what makes a successful Web3 company in the long run. Traditional principles still apply. However, in this space, you need to be very mindful of the community, you need to proactively communicate, the tech needs to work, it needs to be secure, etc. But I think also one of the most amazing aspects about it is that you can build a global business from day one. I mean, as we see in our first NFT sale, we've had purchases from over 100 countries. There's no other, I think, market right now that is so attractive. And also, I mean, building this community, we have like over 10 languages on our Discord, and people genuinely enjoy what we're doing. So that's really cool. Getting to 5,000 people or followers in the beginning is super hard. And then once you have 5,000 followers, it's going relatively quickly. So for reference, it took us 3 months to get to 5,000 people or so. And then it took us 2 months to get to 100,000 people plus. So that was one of the big challenges. Then what people should not underestimate is building an organization. You have to hire people, you need to have all the admin in place, accounting, legal entities, etc. to basically run the whole shop. And that is obviously also not super easy when you start from ground zero. So currently at DOGAMÍ we have 35 full-time employees. We probably will grow to 40 to 60 this year, and this excludes mods. So I think on the mod side we also have 30 to 40 like volunteers who support us in answering questions of the community, etc. For me, it was super important that our users can have a very smooth user experience. And obviously, Tesos has very low gas fees, plus it's quite fast and it's scalable. And also what was important for me is to be on layer 1. I personally played a bit in Axie Infinity, and it's horrible when you have to bridge over to a layer 2 and it's quite complex. So since we have really this ambition to build a mass market game, we wanted to be on layer 1 to keep the user experience as smooth as possible. 2 exciting features we're gonna launch until the next release is the name change of the dog, so that people can individualize the namings. And the second one is gonna be the staking, which is also very important to lock up the supply of the token, and also that people can get some staking rewards for their token holdings. Clearly, gameplay is a very fundamental thing for us because we're a play-to-earn game. For me, it's also, at the end of the day, we want our community members to have fun and to have joyful moments. And so we're really working hard on building game loops that they can enjoy, but with which they can also earn Doga rewards and accessories. So the game is basically phased in 3 stages, which follow the life cycle of a puppy or of a dog. So in the beginning, you have like the puppy phase, which is going to be released mid of this year. Then you have the adult phase, which is going to be released beginning of next year, and then the spirit phase. And so each of these phases present different gameplay mechanics. And so the first phase, the puppy phase, which we're going to launch first, is going to be around bonding with the puppy. So every player has to bond with the puppy, has to train him or her certain tricks. And then once it grows up, you can engage in activities like breeding, for example, but then also you can engage in the adult phase. For the spirit phase, we're trying to think of a mechanism with which we can sort of limit the supply of the DOGAMÍ, because what we see right now in play-to-earn games is that there's always like this super inflation of new NFTs and game avatars that come in, and then they destroy the floor price. And we want to find a smart mechanism with which we can decrease the supply while still maintaining utility for those NFTs. And I think this is going to be quite a challenging thing to do, but very valuable for the game economics in the future. So there is 4 purposes for the Doga. So you can use it in 4 different contexts. First one is to purchase accessories and consumables in-game. Then you can use it to trade with other people on our marketplace. The third one is then the governance function, which enables you to take part in community decisions. And the fourth one is the staking feature, which allows you to stake the token away and then either get NFT rewards. So we want to introduce NFT farming. Second one is normal staking. So we want to involve the community in decisions, especially when the game is live. I think when people have something at stake and when they invest it literally just with the time and also with NFTs, we want to give them the opportunity to take part in important decisions. We haven't fully sort of fleshed them out yet, but I think it's a very important component of being an NFT game. The partnership with Sandbox to me is extremely exciting. First of all, because Seb Bourget is an amazing advisor and supporter from day one, literally. And also, I think the Sandbox guys are really building an amazing product. And then also, I mean, we want to embrace the open metaverse, where you have digital ownership, where you can port your NFT from one platform to the other. And I think our partnership with Sandbox is going to be proof of concept for that. So we're currently working on the technical enablement to do the bridge over from Tezos to Polygon, that you have basically a replica of your dog in the sandbox, and then you'll be able to do an experience in the sandbox. So my favorite breed, I'm always getting laughed at, but I really enjoy the toy poodle. I think it's quite quirky. And then also for the next drop, we have a similar one that's really cool. So stay tuned.